What is going on, guys? My name is Eric, known on the internet as Tubby Emu. We are building the WrestleMania arena. You can already see the stage taking place. We've got the seats now put in on both sides, but they look kind of dark. Why does this one look so bright and beautiful? Tubby, you have no torches or glowstone. Well, that's what we are going to do in this episode. If you are trying to build your own arena, if you're a WWE fan and you want to craft your own arenas, I got some questions, Tubby. Why did you put the seats 2 at a time? Why? Why did you do it, man? Like this design right here. This was originally 2 reds, up 1, 2, up 1, 2. Some people said, Tubby, why did you do that? You know the seats can go much higher, like your other arenas, if you go one on top of each other, like one here, one there. But we didn't want that, and here's why. So we have red carpet. What we are going to do is lay down the red carpet all the way across because you don't see it. Now, once you do this, what you're going to be able to see is you're not going to notice that little bump. I highly doubt it, and to be honest with you, it's not a big deal. Now, the only problem is you cannot place those blocks once you're there. Now, we are going to fly across really fast and just do one row to show you what this would be like if you were building it on your own, because I know some people don't have the luxury of building on WorldEdit, unfortunately. Some people have to do this. And I was watching somebody do a speed build of this, and I went, my gosh, sir, all the power to you, because I couldn't do it. I wouldn't have the patience to. And that's just the honest truth. If I had to lay this all down. I mean, I used to, but as you can see, we have all of this done. Now, I do want to change one thing in our settings. Somebody asked me, tell me, what resource pack are you using? Which one? This is the one I'm using. So if you are trying glowstone, or if you were trying to build an arena like me, I had some people kind of question this. That, in fact, was why. It was because it was that reloaded texture pack, and I just really love the look of it. Now, the big thing to remember, as we got to find really fast, 174.14. Okay. So now, with WorldEdit, here's what you do. If you're wondering, okay, Tubby, I got WorldEdit, my man, how do I do this? Well, you're going to take out your wooden axe, drop this down here, and then we're going to fly over here and put these down. Now, I'm not going to bother putting them down on all of them. We are just going to put them down on these ones. So you're going to set that down, 171.14. Look at that. Now, by doing this, the better way to show you, just to kind of get an idea, because you can see all the light on this one, let's replace one of these, just so you can really kind of get the grasp of this. Because I really do love how it is. Like, if you remember, if you've been here for a long time, by the way, let me know which arena was your favorite that I've ever built. Because I've seen a lot of old faces come back like, Tubby, you're actually making, Tubby, you're actually making something I enjoy. And I would say the same thing. I love doing stuff like this. So once you lay these blocks down, now we're just going to do 2 strings, and I'm going to show you at night because it just looks better. When I used to build, we used to have to put glowstone every so often or line the rows with glowstone. And it just looked horrible. It did. That's the best way I can say to describe if you ever used to see my old arenas. The glowstone, I mean, I found a good way to make it look okay. We found a way to light the ring back before carpet was ever a thing. But it was this one. This is like what's the most important for me, because you can do the same thing in the ring. 171.14, and then the last row, and then what we're going to do is go make it nighttime, and you guys are going to get to see this. So as we lay this down, now you can see our relative size so far. We still don't have any of the walls in, and we still don't have the corners in, because I still need to figure out what to size the, make sure that's position 2, 171.14. So now let's take a look. Let's turn the lights off. We still need to figure out if, because right here, we built this going up, based on it being even, which that kind of looks weird going up. That's why I was trying to block it between the rows. So we may have to move the ones under the blocks, because I think that looks a little weird. Unless people like that. Those bars up there, do you like that? I don't. I think that should be red. So we'll have to adjust that. But if we make it nighttime and make it like 18,000. You can now see what just 2 rows of those lights did. So you could put carpet one every other one and light up the whole space. That's what I like to see. When I think Mania and I come in, that's what I would like. You know, it would be so sweet if somebody could find me a way to literally make those redstone blocks that would be like not powered, right? And then with a flip of the switch from a control room, I could hit a button right here and all the seats in the whole place would light up or go dark. If somebody could build that, I would feature that. Please, that's your challenge. If you are able to build it, doesn't have to be a huge arena. Maybe make it like a third of this size, right? and just find an easy way to connect all the redstone and do something cool. That would be pretty rad. So you guys can see the seats are lit up. So what we're going to do now, let's make it back to daytime because we don't need it to be super late. We don't need it to be super anything. We're going to fly over here, and I want to put the carpet down on this one quick. But what I want to do is change the wall really fast because now that we have all these different colors, we no longer, in fact, need those glowstone walls, and in fact, it just kind of takes away from the design. So let me fly over here really fast, jump to, lay this one down. And what we're going to do is change it to, right now, I think what we want to do is just change it to, whoa. That's not a code. That's a code. We want to change this wall, I think, just to black wool. I think is what we're just going to, if I think I remember correctly, it's 3415. Is that right? Please don't be something horrible. No. Set wool? No, wrong one. Okay, we need to look up the code for black wool really fast. Apparently 3515. That's what it was. So 3515, we can finally put this wall in and go around. Now, the one thing that I do want to make clear, because I know some people are going to ask me this, Toby. Now, you've built this. Why is the stage on the ground? Because some people have already asked me this. Serious question. And to be honest with you, the only answer I can have is we're doing this on super flat. So we try to make it up as high as we can. This is not on, the stage is not on the floor. Just to be clear. Look how high up. This is like 4 blocks on top, and then you're actually walking 5 blocks above the ground. I saw somebody be like, Tubby, that's on the ground. They would never do that. Well, it's a good thing it's not on the ground then, because it is on the ground. It is lifted off of the ground, kind of like it would be in the stadium. Now, I think some people were saying it could kind of be higher, and I don't necessarily disagree with you, if I'm being honest. I think that we could, in fact, make it go a little bit higher. But the problem that we have right now is I don't know. Whoops. There we go. I don't know if when we build that. Now, see, now it made the color all real, except now it just made it a little darker. To look at, especially with the bottom under there. So at nighttime, I think it might look really weird. Time set 18,000. Whoa. There we go. Yeah, so it looks fine over there. We have to put the lights in over there, and then over here there is nothing. That only has it at the bottom. So you definitely don't have to go up every single one. If you don't want full color over there, you don't have to. But it definitely brings a lot to arena making. Like, I have to be honest with you. I think this alone just kind of helps, because that was one of my biggest frustrations, man. It always was. Hey, Tubby, Eric, you built a great arena. I hate your torches, bro. Oh, wait a minute. No, we wanted to go up one more. So we're going to try this one. We're just going to put in 3 rows, and we're going to try to skip it. We're going to see if you can, in fact, skip the glowstone. Now, the next thing we're going to be working on in the next part is kind of working on this stage to set it up a little bit and finishing the dimensions, essentially, for what we think it's going to end up being. So what we want to do, because the stage at WrestleMania is always huge, right? It's always the big one. It's always, especially in Sun Life, it's a football stadium. It's outside. It's huge. And I don't think a normal stage is going to cut it. I don't. Because the reason why is I remember the stage for WrestleMania at 28 was like this big stage, literally this big stage right here, okay? And it went all the way back here. And then back here, like all the way back here, then you had the boards. You had like boards behind. And then you had palm trees up here, and then on the main stage, then you had where the actual entrance is. And the reason you had to do that, because it is a football stadium. So I don't know if we're going to get this right. My designer who built the Fleur De Lis for WrestleMania, who everybody loved, if you haven't seen it, please go check out that Fleur De Lis for my WrestleMania 30 arena, because it's absolutely fantastic. Austin built that, and he asked me, all right, what are we doing for the design aspect? So I want to crowdfund this to everybody. If you've made it this far in the video and you're like, Tubby, I got some ideas. I want to hear them. I would love if you have set ideas, because if you want to tweet them at me, what I'm going to do is kind of get a running total. I want to get a look of where I think I can go, because right now my mind's running a blank. I can literally do anything. We have an empty canvas to build this arena. There's nothing that can stop us at this point. We have nothing set on the stage. We don't even have a stage set up yet as we put this one in. I do really just want to, I'd like to put in like jump codes. Jump to. I think it's this one. Yes. Okay. So the last one we're going to lay down, and then I'll just do the rest later. We don't need to waste time building all this. I kind of feel like we should show it, but I get a lot of questions, Subby, how do you build it? So maybe eventually we'll kind of do behind the scenes and then kind of show off featured updates. I don't really know. You'll have to let me know what you guys want to see. Some people like the building. So time, set. Whoops. No, not time. Don't set. Set 17114. So now let's make it time set 18,000. And when you're in the stands, you can see them lit up a little bit more, but not as much. So I'm giving you different options here. You have that one string that's in the middle. You have all the seats lit up, and that's what it looks like with one every other one. So which one do you guys like better? Now, I'll be honest with you. If we're doing it at night, it's probably going to be that one for me. Some people may like it if we put in just one where it's really dark over there, and then put one near the top just to kind of light it up enough. If you guys like the full spectrum of light over there, let me know. Or if you prefer one every other one. The one every other one kind of makes the seats look darker too, and makes the seats toned, which I definitely do see and I like. Because you can see what it looks like from up here. Now, don't pay any attention over there because I haven't put the carpet on. It won't change the lightness or the brightness, so to speak. But if you're on this stage right here, what would you want to see more? Like full light, I can see everybody, or just enough to see, there'd be people standing there, so you got to use your imagination. But I personally think it would be better for the far one. That's the one I think I'm going to build, unless enough people vote otherwise. You guys make sure to thumbs up comments in the description if you like somebody's idea and you think it would be pretty rad. Make sure to let them know and support them as well. So I think that's where this one will wrap up. I'm going to keep working on the seats, putting down the carpet, diversifying this out, making it look even better, and then eventually we will put in the corners. We will finally raise the walls and finish building our WrestleMania arena, because we're a long way done, man. We got some time for WrestleMania. The build's going to keep going every single day. Until next time, it's your boy Tubby. Thank you for watching. As I think our seats are good. I think we've got a plan for where we're going. What an update. Until next time, we will see you all later. Whew.